Welcome to the Technocracy, the news podcast answering the single most important question: what are the most important trends and news from the standpoint of the machine? Where we remove humanity from the loop and let the machine and other artificial intelligence systems decide what is important to know as we all work towards a technological singularity. In this special edition, we are going on a tour of the Foundation's Transhuman House. Set in the middle of the Rocky Mountains, let's fly in and take a look. One of the great things is that it's an ongoing project open to all transhumanists, whether trying to get away or wanting a home for a transhumanist project or other help. The vision is to give transhumanist thought a home and move the movement forward. Let's see what we find inside. To start with, there are a lot of small displays of things in the entrance. Cybernetic implants from Dangerous Things, or a postcard from the ultimate transhumanist bar on the San Francisco waterfront, or a small picture towards the floor that hides a digital dead drop behind it. Even outside, there are things like a geocache and a dead drop and more. But you'll have to come and see those. The Transhuman House also has several sponsors, including Thrivus, an nootropics company owned by the transhumanist Lincoln Cannon, and then Soylent, everyone's favorite bioengineered genetically modified food. Back inside the entryway, across from those smaller displays, is a whiteboard and bulletin board. The next thing we find is a guest book and a small tablet that supports NFC. You'll find all over the Transhuman House are NFC chips that link you to more information about a thing. This small tablet by the guest book is for exploring NFC data available so you can learn more about whatever was tagged. Next is a 6-foot wide high-resolution capacitive touch wall panel with an embedded computer as well as input for various other computers and systems to talk to it. You can see here some of the guys, Mark Wasser and Daniel, helping to get it set up. Along the base is part of the library, and you can normally see various videos or other things showing on the wall. Along the top of the shelf, below the touch wall, is 2 full immersion VR systems, a Blu-ray, various gaming, and crypto mining related hardware. The books, however, are part of the Foundation library. There are 2 types of full immersion VR systems, including the Vive HTC system and the Microsoft Mixed Reality VR system from HP. Just past this is a corner display, including a Thrivus info display, a touch kiosk, displays about the evolution of the smartphone, the new Vistas project, and more. Next, we see the Hololens, which is a state-of-the-art AR or augmented reality system that is essentially an Iron Man display. Next at the window, we have several examples of hydroponics, aquaponics, a foam board model of a biocell from the Biocell Research Project, a moisture collector, and such. Above that, on the window, is an IoT smart blind system that is solar powered, which you'll find on all the windows at the house. Next to that is a number of nootropics, the Foundation book series in honor of the idea of the Foundation, an iRobot vacuum, and above that is part of the Foundation's instrument collection. Next, we have another bookshelf that along the top is more of the instruments of the collection. Below that, more Foundation library books, but here we find the Transhuman book collection, transhumanist fiction, dystopian science fiction collection, and more. Above this bookshelf is a framed picture of a man called Moroni bearing records in a sort of archive in the ground, and a framed copy of the Foundation's M-Disc containing the digital version of the Foundation library. To the right of that is another kiosk with thin books and magazines from the collection, and above that is a commemorative copy of the Voyager disc. The original is on the Voyager spacecraft in interstellar space. Further to the right of that is another bookshelf with displays covering topics like drones, cryptocurrencies, the Google, cryptography, etc. On the shelf is a number of voice and AI smart home systems, including Nest, Alexa, and Google Home. Other rooms in the house contain various versions of Alexa, Cortana, and Google Home as well. One thing to note is that the Transhuman House is evolving. Even the week since these photos were taken, things have changed. Going back to the version at the old location to this new space that is 3 times bigger with 3 bedrooms for transhumanists to stay is a dramatic change. Let's talk about art. the Transhuman House has started collecting art related to transhumanism, from the wind chime outside to the various paintings and even this wood box. Probably the best pieces at the time of the video are these two large paintings by a local artist, Shane Phlox, and some of the digital art he created from these large oil paintings. Each bedroom is themed differently, such as the post-human suite, which is the one listed on Airbnb, but any transhumanists will never be turned away if they need to crash for the night. They might not end up in the post-human suite, but they work to accommodate anyone in need. Other interesting things to note include the satellite-guided drone, the IoT dash buttons around, and other features such as Nest hardware. With everything going on here, it could take a week to explore the details. We're excited to see what they do next. As always, thanks for listening to this special edition of the Technocracy, and a special thanks to our sponsors, Artificial General Intelligence Inc., aka the AGI Laboratory, and the Foundation, and our other sponsors.